Hello and welcome to Talksports on Global Television, your sports roundup of trending sports stories from across Nigeria and across the globe. I am Anita Patrick, and here's what making the headlines in the world of sports as we take you round the road ahead of the African Cup of Nations preparations. Let's tell you that the 35th African Cup of Nations finals list, provisional list by Chile list has come out with the 54-man provisional list, which includes a whole lot of players, and a lot of people are excited that this is actually a good one in showing that a lot of players will have the opportunity to be in the preparations or the provisional list for the AFCON games. But let's tell you that head coach Eric Chelle has picked Captain Williams Ekong, ace forward Victor Osimhen, midfielder Wilfred Ndidi, and goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali in a provisional list of 55 players for the upcoming 35th African Cup of Nations finals in Morocco. And we have the goalkeeper Maduka Okoye, defenders Zaidu Sanusi, Kelvin Bassi, and Semi Ajayi. Midfielders we have Frank Onyeka, Alex Iwobi, and Raphael Onyedika. And forwards we have Ademola Lukman, Samuel Chukwueze, Simon Moses, and Chidera Ejuke are also listed. The list also has Nigerian Premier League Football League stars Abdulrasheed Shehu, Ebenezer Hakot, Ekesin Okore, Chisom Oji, and Adekunle Adeleke. Well, a final list of 28 players will be drawn from the provisional list in a matter of days. The Super Eagles are scheduled to arrive at a training camp in Egypt on Wednesday, 10th December. The team is expected to play a couple of friendly matches before the tournament begins on Sunday, 21st December. Well, Nigeria is in Group C of the tournament alongside Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda. The 54 players in provisional list of Nigeria for the 5th African Cup of Nations for Morocco 25 is as seen on the screen. Here you have it, the preliminary list. You see all the lists. You have the goalkeepers, the defenders, the midfielders, the forwards. This is to tell you that Nigeria is set to change the narrative and see what they can put on Nigerians' faces for Nigerians to smile after the fallout for the FIFA World Cup, which when Nigeria was supposed to be part of it, but the playoffs didn't pay off for us as Nigeria. But Nigerians, Super Eagles, and the technical crew are looking forward to ensuring that Nigerians get to smile at the African Cup of Nations 2025, and we hope that with this list given out by Eric Chelle, that the narrative will change, and hopefully Nigerians will smile at Morocco, and we hope that that comes to play hopefully in the course of these preparations as we look forward to the startup of these games 21st of December. I hope to see you there. I hope you'll be there to catch up with all the highlights happening. Yes, I know a lot of Nigerians are down. That said, looking at what played out in the World Cup, but let's not keep our hope. Let's not kill the hopes. Let's keep our hope alive, hoping that the narrative will change ahead of the African Cup of Nations. But let's move away from that and tell you that Nigeria is the March champions of the para volleyball at the West African Zone A and B para games. There we have Nigeria March champions of the para volleyball event at the inaugural edition of the West Africa Zone A and B after recording 3-0 sets win against Ghana. In a grueling encounter against Niger Republic in their first game, Nigeria pulled off a 3-0, 25-13, 25-20, 25-22 win. Nigerians' experience again came to the fore in their final game against Ghana as they claimed their second successive victory to emerge winner. Nigeria is doing nothing badly at all. Nigeria set the tone as they raced to 25-10-point win in the first set. The team started from where they left off in the second set with another 25-6 points win, while they finished off the third set with another 25-16 points win. Speaking after the win, the president of the Para Volley Federation of Nigeria, Kayode Ladele, noted that the win affirmed the board's dedication to developing the sports in Nigeria. Well, technical director and head coach of the team, Priscilla Agara, thanked the Paravolley president Ladele for consistently exposing the team to international competitions such as the 2024 Paralympic Games qualifiers and 2024 Paravolleyball Club Championship. Well, that's the ongoing first West Africa Zone A and B Para Games is showing that Nigerians are not doing badly at all. We talked about this yesterday. We brought about the league table. I see Nigeria topping the table across all the games is not bad one, if you ask me, because Abeokuta has hosted quite a number of games and showing Nigerian strength in doing what they can do best. And now it's time for the inclusive sports, and we'll see our sports athletes doing very well across the different games. This is the para volleyball, and Nigeria has done it again. We say kudos to them. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Let's move away from that and tell you other stories making the round. We have the Waffle B under 15 Nigerians adventure ends early in that particular game. The Nigeria's journey at the Waffle B qualifier tournament for African schools under 15 football championship came to a premature end despite a spirited performance on day 2 in Ogorudu, where the young Nigerian side recorded an important victory in their final group match, but it was not enough to secure a spot in the semi-finals. The 3 teams in the group, Ivory Coast, Benin, and Nigeria, all finished with 3 points each, leaving goal difference to determine the qualifiers. Unfortunately for Nigeria, their early heavy defeats cost them dearly, finishing with a goal difference of 2-0 there, and which placed them 3rd in the standings. Ivory Coast topped the group with a +2. Don't forget, Nigeria had a goal difference of -2 there, which placed them 3rd in the standings. Ivory Coast topped the group with a +2, followed by Benin with 0. They're both advancing to the knockout stage. But final group standings, we have Ivory Coast with a 3 points with a +2, and Benin with 3 points and 0 there, and then we have Nigeria 3 points with a -2. It marks a disappointing end for Nigerian youngsters who showed promise but failed short in crucial moment. The focus now shifts to development and future competitions at the youth level. Well, there's a whole lot happening there, and then we just hope that these youngsters will not be discouraged. So we'll look forward to more opportunities. They put in their best, but like they always said, the best wasn't good enough. But we hope that it doesn't stop there, that the coaches, every other person will put in a much to encourage these boys to see them come out strong, because all we want is the win-win game for Nigeria and for them to stand tall in every competition, because we want to look at grooming these youngsters to give them the best of what they can become, because they have the talent. It's just to touch at the technical points and see how that can stand tall for them. But still talking AFCON, 2025 AFCON, let's move away from the Waffle B and tell you that Egypt, South Africa, Angola, and Zimbabwe set for thrilling Group B showdown, while the Group B of the 2025 African Cup of Nations is shaping up to be an exciting competition featuring Egypt, South Africa, Angola, and Zimbabwe. Well, Egypt, the most decorated team in AFCON history, is looking to end its 15-year title drought, while South Africa is aiming to build on its 3rd place finish in the previous tournament. The Pharaohs, with its rich football history, is the favorite to win the group, with talented stars like Mohamed Salah, Omar Moso, and Mohamed Hassan, who the Egyptians were unbeaten in their World Cup qualifiers campaign in 10 games with 8 wins, 2 draws, scoring 20 goals and conceding just 2. South Africa's Bafana has undergone a significant rebuilding process under the leadership of Hugo Bruce, who has emphasized a focus on youth development. The South African squad includes 2 uncapped 20-year-olds, Chandre Campbell of Club Brugge and Tylen Smith of Queen's Parks Rangers as part of Bruce's long-term plan. The teams boast talented players like Rowan Williams, Teboho Mokeno, and Rebelhe Mofengo, who will be crucial in their quest for success, where Coach Bruce has blended experience with youthful energy, retaining 9 players from the bronze winning team at the 2023 AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. Well, Angola, on the other hand, has impressed with its unbeaten qualifying campaign, top in a group that included Ghana, Sudan, and Niger. Well, the team led by Patrice Bumele has balanced squad with experienced players like Crisand and Batos, who will be key to their chances. Well, that's it. I'm telling you, the AFCON this time around has a whole lot of activities lined up, and we look forward to all of the exciting things, because this time around, 2025, African Cup of Nations, Morocco is not something you want to play. But let's quickly go this short break. When we come back, we have more stories making around in the world of sports, and we'll give you all that breakdown. Please stay with us. Don't go anywhere.